can say action.
Action.
Go.
Hey gearheads, thanks for tuning in. On this episode of Dan's Garage, we're going to be working on this cool traffic light. Ashley!
Thanks, Albert. As he said, we are going to be working on this old, cool traffic light. Let's see how it went. Hey, Dan, run that intro.
Hey Gearheads, thanks for tuning in. So I've been trying to get Ashley into the garage to help me work on this traffic light for, well, as long as I've owned it. And she has other things on her mind. She's a 14-year-old kid. She's got her acting. She stares at TikTok all day long. I think that's a requirement. So I decided it's snowy outside, it's cold. I'm going to work on it myself. So let me grab it and we'll see what we're looking at. So the key to getting it to work is going to be this. I found this on Amazon. It was only like 12 bucks, and it's an AC traffic light controller. So I'm going to hope to put this in there, and that way I can make it work. There's like 20 different presets where just one light flashing, all three flashing, alternating. My goal is to have it like a regular United States traffic light where it's red, and then it goes to green, and then it goes to yellow, and then to red, and it's kind of on a timer. And then I'll have it on a plug so I can turn it on and off whenever I want. So, first step is to open it up and see what it looks like inside. We're probably best off laying it down so this thing doesn't fall on me. And then it does look like somebody's put newer hardware in here, so hopefully that'll make it easier to take it apart. But it looks like it's just wing nuts on here, and then these will fold down. So I may end up having to flip it over because I'm not going to have room to fold it down. But let's start with green. Green means go. So that should be the best one. So we'll start here. Of course, we want to clean it out first. So there could be anything living in here. I have no idea. Oop, looks like it's pretty loose. That's good. So that just flips over, and then we open it up. So, opening it up, first thing we see is a reflector with no bulb, so at least we know we need bulbs. Not even sure what kind of bulbs to put in here. And then it does look like there's two wires that are going up, so I guess we'll open up these other two and see what they look like. Same thing there. Oh, that one has a bulb. That's what I was hoping. So the red one does have a bulb, which is great because now I at least know what type of bulb goes in here for wattage and size and everything. So that'll definitely help us out. Looks like it's a little loose. Might not even be in there. So yeah, there's some springs in here that may not be working. Looks like something may have been living in there. So probably should take these out so we can kind of see what's behind them. Obviously there's no wires coming out of there. I don't know if I'm going to have room in here to put the box, so we'll check out this bulb first and see why this is so loose in here. Not sure. These feel a little more secure. This one definitely seems like it's a lot less secure. I feel like these maybe come out. There's a spring on one side of them. So this it's got a spring over here on this side, and I already have this out, so I feel like this whole thing should kind of rotate out. Oh, there we go. The whole thing just comes out completely. And then there's our wires and whatever was living in there. Let me hold my breath and get rid of this first. Okay, so here's the bulb. I don't know if I'll be able to get a wattage or anything off of it, but maybe what I can do is I can bring it to the hardware store and they can look at it and I can go buy other bulbs. Anybody knows how to tell what a bulb is without having any information on it, please let me know. Or maybe I could look it up online. Hey Alexa, what type of bulb does a North Carolina traffic light take?
Here's something I found on the web. According to jcarchibald.com, the high beam and turn signal functions used filament bulbs.
I don't think that answered my question. What type of bulb goes in a traffic light?
Here's something I found on the web. According to usc.edu, traffic lights lit by incandescent bulbs behind red, amber and green filters are gradually being replaced by LED traffic lights.
Well, that is good information, and that is true. They are replacing them with LED. It's like these discs that have a bunch of little LED bulbs. That way, when one goes out, the rest stay lit, kind of like Christmas lights. With an incandescent, if one goes out, you're pretty much done. That conversion probably is going to cost a lot more than just getting 3 regular 60-watt household light bulbs. So I think we're going to stick with this for now. But let's take a look at the rest of the wiring in these buckets in this thing. So this is, I guess, something that's supposed to hold the bucket on. Or maybe it's supposed to go behind. Oh, I bet this is probably supposed to hold this in and hold this in. So if this was like that, this probably goes over top like this. Look at me. I guess we'll find out when I get the other ones open. So this one only has 2 wires, so let's do this. Let's see if we can pop each one of these out and see. I'm hoping we could put the box in here somewhere so we just have the 1 wire coming out. There may be a better way to get these out. I'm not sure what it is. I'm just going to pop that out. Looks like this will come out like this, hopefully. Alright, so this one does have 2 wires, and this is just back there. Looks like there's some kind of gaskets that were supposed to be in here. Put that on the side. We may need to duplicate those. And then let's get this last one out. I should have, each of them will have 2 wires on it, right? And then the circuit board. Okay, so now we have those out of the way. So 2 wires go that way, 2 wires go this way, 2 wires go this way. So we have just a distribution block here. You got the 3 commons are on one side, and then you have one for each of the other bulbs. Of course, they do have an optional one. These are just pods that are put together. Each one is just 1 square, so you can have just 1 light, you can have 2, you can have 3, you can have 4. I think you could put them sideways to each other too, so they're basically like kind of Lego blocks for the DOT to play with to put whatever light they need together. So other than cleaning this out and making sure we can get bulbs in there and checking continuity, I may even just rewire this whole thing. I don't think those really go bad. We could probably clean them up a little bit, or at least enough to get a bulb working. And then probably rewire this, but next step is to look at this thing and see what we got. So this is basically an AC traffic light controller. It's got the traffic light controller instructions and 4 plastic mounts. The picture is just a circuit board. I did see good reviews online about this one. So let's see what it looks like. So other than the mounts and some black zip ties, so we basically have 4 controllers here. So this is a line, so that's where power is going to be coming in, which I have a plug I'm going to use for that. And then we have the 3 coming out, and it should say, yep, right here it says green, yellow, red, so 2 wires to each one. So that's pretty much the extent of that. And then we have the instructions, and it'll actually show, it has a green, yellow, and red LED to show you what's going on. How cool is that? A lot of words. Holy cow, look at that. Pause it on that, and you can take a look at it if you want, but this is basically all of the options of what you can do. Let's just look up here. This is a standard traffic light sequence, so it'll go red, and then green, yellow, red, green, yellow, red. And I don't know if you can change the timing of it, but it has all of these different sequences that are pre-loaded into it, I guess. And then we get a warranty. That's pretty good. It's probably only if it's installed by a smart person. Yellow light duration. So yellow light can be adjusted independently for duration. So it does have little duration knobs up here, how to connect it, one-touch program. So it's pretty cool. Alright, we're going to put this back in here. So that circuit board being so tiny, we can definitely hide it in here somewhere, which is nice. So we'll just have the one wire coming out. What my plan for that was, I have like an old extension cord that the end is cut off, so the one end will plug into the wall, and then the other end will go right into this, and we'll kind of run it up somewhere wherever we hang it. That way we can kind of plug it in when we want it on, unplug it when we don't want it on. That's pretty much it. So next thing we need to do is, I don't know, what am I going to do? I guess we don't need this distribution block, so we can pull the distribution block out. Probably need to test these. So the next thing we need to do is probably take each one of these, pull these wires out, clean it up, get a bulb for it, and test it and make sure each one of these is working, and then we can kind of go to step 2 from there. Figuring this out as I go along. So step 1 is seeing if bulbs will light up in here. I wonder if I could just take these and like put them in an outlet. That's probably a bad idea. Well, no, why? It's just like a plug. It's just without a plug. So I think we'll disconnect each one of these and put the bulb in it and see if it works. So the first thing I'm going to do is test the bulb and see if it works. So I have this light that I used to use to heat up animals and things when they were babies. You can see it's pretty smashed up, but it's basically the same thing that's in here. So what we'll do is we'll take that bulb, put it in here, plug it in, see if it even works. Move those out of the way. And we'll hit the plug down here, unplug the vacuum, and watch your eyes. Watch my eyes. Alright, step 1 is complete. We've tested the bulb and the bulb works. Well, I ran out of time and it's Thursday, so this is now going to become part 1. I'm going to have to upload part 2 next week. Hopefully I'll get the rest of the work done on this over the weekend. And no, your eyes are not failing you. I cut my beard. It was a little bit too long. Didn't get a lot of votes on the little post I put up here on YouTube, but I decided to cut it down halfway, so it looks a little neater, and I will probably dye it again here soon, but that's not why you're here. You're here to look at cars and cool things like garage art. So, thanks for watching. Stay positive, keep on wrenching. I'll see you in the next one.